Hello and welcome back to VR Club. My name is Omkar, and in today's lesson we'll explore the Unity Asset Store and learn how to enhance virtual worlds using world building. So, specifically, you'll learn how to navigate the Unity Asset Store, download assets, integrate them into your scene, create your own virtual world, and add sound to enhance your environment. You'll need a computer with Unity installed and an internet connection so that you can get to the Unity Asset Store. To start off, make sure that your project is open. Here we've got the project from lesson 2, but if you have your own project, you can use that as well. What I'm going to do first is go to Window, and now that I'm in Window, I'm going to click Asset Store. It'll show that the Asset Store is moved, and you can hit Search Online. I'm doing this the first time so that it's an easy way to do it, but just so you know, the web address is assetstore.unity.com. Yep. Make sure that you're logged into the same account on your Unity application as well as the online website. So that way you can access everything that you've got from the asset store. So now I can look through all the various assets that are available. In this case, I'm going to do some filtering. First, I want 3D assets. Let's say vegetation. Let's say that I just want some trees for my game. I'm going to sort by price low to high so that I can find free assets. And this looks like a good tree. Let's click on it. You can see that it's free. If you're going to publish your games, make sure that you check out the license agreement and make sure that you credit people. But in this case, we're just doing this for fun, so I'm just going to click Add to My Assets, accept the terms of service, and now I'm going to click Open in Unity. It might ask you if you want to open the editor. I'm going to say yes. And now it'll bring up something called Package Manager. Now you've got some things here. I've already got some stuff that I've downloaded, but in this case I've got Big Oak Tree Free, which is our package that we're looking for. So now that it's added to my owned packages, I'm going to click Download, and it'll take a little bit, but since this is just a tree, it shouldn't take too long. So now that it's downloaded, I'm going to click Import, and it'll ask you which parts of it you want to do, but I'm just going to hit All, and I'm going to hit Import. Alright, I'm going to close this. So now that we've got the package imported, you can see in our assets, there's a new folder that's called ALP assets. In this case, that's the package that we got, and you can see it's got a bunch of different objects, and especially something called a prefab, which is a pre-created object that's easy to import into your scene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it into the scene. You can see we've got a tree here now. Looks great. I'll put it to the side. Now, if you remember from our previous lesson, we made the snowman able to move. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit play, and you can probably see the tree out of the side of your vision. So that's the basics of importing assets. Next, we'll talk about world building. If you want to world build, you're going to have to make things look pretty convincing. In my case, I'm going to start by adding a floor, filling it out with some more trees, and creating more of an environment in general for our snowman to walk around. Feel free to follow along or import your own assets and create your own thing. Just make sure that it looks good in your eyes. Alright, so now that we've got the world building done, the final thing we're going to talk about in this lesson is audio. Right now, everything is completely silent, but I will tell you that as I'm recording this, I'm recording system audio, so everything you're about to hear is from the computer. So again, right now everything in the game is silent. There's no sound being made. But what you need to do is you need to set up a couple things. First, you need to set up what's called an audio listener. Right now we're just using the main camera, which when you create your new scene in Unity, it comes with the main camera by default. You don't need to set anything up with it. You can just make sure the box is checked. If you want to add it to something else, like say if you're making a second player or a different camera, you can click add component and just do audio listener. So now that that's added, that acts like a microphone, or like your ears. So everything the audio listener hears is from its own perspective. But we still need sounds to play, right? So what I've done, just for this exercise, is I've imported a sound from Mixkit. It's very simple to do. All you need to do is right-click and click Import New Asset. I've already done that, but if you want to find any other sounds, you can just download them. Make sure you have the rights. I'm just doing this for a little exercise, but if you're actually making a game, make sure that you're sourcing all your sounds appropriately. So now that I have the sound, we need something to play it. I'm going to select this tree, which it's pretty appropriate, since it's birds chirping. What I've done is I've added another component called audio source. So what this will do is it'll play a sound. Right now there's no sound attached. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, and I'm going to drag the sound over to audio clip. Here we go. So now what should happen is the audio clip should play. You can change things like the volume, the priority, whether or not it's 2D or 3D. So right now I'm going to change it to 3D so that it sounds like, the position. If the position of the camera changes, the sound will change. Now if I hit play, the sound should play. Right now it's on play on awake, so the sound clip will only play once, but if you want to hit loop, it'll keep playing over and over again. So now try attaching some sound effects to your objects, whether that be a tree like I did or anything else you just imported. Try making some sounds for your own game. That's it for today's lesson. If you want more info on Unity Audio, there are some great YouTube tutorials by the YouTube channel Brackeys. For our next lesson, I'll be turning you over to my colleague, and you'll be learning more about how to code in Unity. Thanks for following along.